Hi everyone, Jeremy Edge of Escapingthe.com. I have another book review. Today I'm going over Digital Minimalism. It's by Cal Newport, and it's a really good book, another one that he's written, full of research, full of insightful information. And this one he talks about, he kind of uses some of his information from deep work and kind of puts it into this one about more or less a healthy way to respond to our technology use. So he goes over some really good points. There are two really big parts that it goes over in the book. One, the first section talks about the background of digital minimalism. It talks about getting an understanding of the digital world and kind of the world we're in with our tech. And then the second part talks about practical tips, practical things to respond to this digital use, kind of these issues with our digital world. So the four practical points are pretty insightful. The first one talks about alone time. The benefit of alone time, the benefit of being able to have time to problem solve and to think through things. And one example he gives in there is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln had a lot of time to think and to walk from different places, and he used that time very intentionally to problem solve really, really tough and hard things. And so there's some really good information on there about that piece, but really alone time can be a really, really fantastic thing to respond to our digital world. The next section talks about, practical things to do is not to click like. Don't click like. He talks about how we are social beings. We're biologically, just social people, and we need to be able to interact with people in the physical world. Online interaction can be good, and it's a good conduit for in-person interactions. However, it's not the only way to interact. And so he argues there's a lot of benefit with being able to have in-person interactions and how to do that practically. Rather than trying to focus on likes or trying to post some comments, really increase the value, how you interact with people. That's a really, really big piece of it. There's a lot of good information about why to focus on in-person interactions and how to have real-time conversations. One thing that's kind of cool, an idea he talks about is there's a conversational office hours. If you have a very busy schedule and it's hard to find time to talk with your friends or talk with your family, to have a time that's set that you can devote to talking to your friends, either if it's on your commute home from work or it's after you put the kids down to bed. If there's like a certain time that is pretty standard, you can talk with friends. It can be just open, like, hey, I'd love to chat with you. You can call me anytime between here and here. And I'd love to be able to chat, and so it could be kind of a fun kind of thing to do to help have more regularity with some phone calls with people that you know and you love. The next section talks about reclaiming leisure. And so there's a lot of really cool information here about the benefits of doing physical world tasks, physical world things that provides a lot of value, high value, quality leisure time is what he's talking about here. And so he's talking about doing, again, high quality leisure. And things that make up high quality leisure is demanding activities. And we can think, okay, so after a long day of work, I need to relax. I need to recharge. I need to do something passive. I need something that's very relaxing. And yes, it's good at times to be able to relax and to be able to physically, rest. But he's arguing that we can feel more energetic when we do demanding, rigorous tasks, rigorous activities. Something that we create and build in the physical world is also very, very good, kind of tactile hobbies. And then activities to do, that also are not just isolating, but try to do structured social activities as well. He gives example of CrossFit. There's a really great community that people have great, interactions. And then they're able to do something physical and have an activity that's social as well as doing something that's positive. So that's another really cool way to respond to this digital world is to reclaim really high quality leisure activities. The last section talks about the attention resistance and being able to just get our attention back. The digital world is really kind of vying for our attention and trying to grab our attention as much as possible. And he gives a lot of good information about how to respond to that, be able to focus on single tasking. He talks a lot about this in Deep Work, his other book. But then one other big thing is to delete social media off your phone. He argues, you don't have to delete social media entirely out of your world, out of your life, but off of your phone, you don't really need it. If you run a business or if you're needing to use social media at work for work, then you can use that, but have like kind of structured time to do that. The big piece I really have gained from this is you need to be intentional. It's important to be intentional about your digital use, your phone use, your screen use in general. And it can provide you a lot of value, but it's important to be intentional about how we interact with the online world. So I would encourage you to read the book. Again, it's called Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. Cal Newport has done a lot of other good work, and this is one of the newest ones about how to be able to respond to our digital world. So check it out. I think it's a really good book, and it's pretty insightful about just practical things to do. One last thing is he's not like saying, no tech is the answer. He's not saying like completely get away with tech. He's saying to use it. That's going to add a lot of value to your life. Increase your value, be intentional about your use, and you'll gain a lot of value from it. So I hope you check it out. Hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to give me an email or shoot me a text, and I'd love to talk with you more about it. Hope you take care and have a good one. See ya.